episode 20, brought to you by Adira. 20 episodes, Huey. This is a big milestone for us, and we've got one of our favourites on the man of the moment, Linc, this week, which will be good. So he'll provide a heap of content, which will be nice and funny. But we've done 20 episodes, Huey. What do you reckon? How's it? Talk to us about some highlights. Who's now been our favourite guest up there, do you reckon?
It's been good. I've been pleasantly surprised, Paul. I think it's been a bit of fun, and after a couple of losses, it's been tough work getting in here. But my favourite's probably Bezza was always good because just conversation flowed. Big O was probably one of my favourites, and Planey as well.
Yeah, Planey shot off after our body, didn't he? Yeah. He was good.
Everyone's been good though. They've come on and given us lots, and even Papa Fags there.
He would have been good to get on last week, wouldn't he?
What about you, Paul? What's been your highlight?
Don't know. I think it's just been fun to come up here. There's been a bit of chat around down in the change rooms about who was coming on, and we got a bit of stick down there. But even to go out and see some of the fans and see some of the fans respond to it, like the fans have been loving it, which has been awesome. So
it's changed my life, Paul.
You're a new man.
Getting recognised now.
Oh, you're that guy from the podcast, aren't you? No, exactly. But we had the Ordura pop-up tent down at Lion Parks, and we asked for a couple of questions, and let's we'll have a listen to them, answer them as best as we can. Oh, is that what we're doing or not?
Come on, producer Sam. Get it off.
I thought we were getting straight into them. Oh, they have a link as well.
I think we've got it down here. You've gone a bit early on it.
Oh, have I? There we go.
Anyway, we'll go into the Geelong reviews.
We'll go to the reviews. Don't worry about it. We'll do the questions after. We got the perfect opportunity to practice what we were training all week, didn't we, Huey?
Yes, we did. We probably didn't want it to be that way. We started very well and gave them the opportunity to come back into the game. But, we were looking around out there and sort of it is tough because you start when the game's close, the pressure's on, but trying to just keep your head up and, work through it with the other boys and communicate. When Geelong were pressing there at the end, they were always going to do that. The good sides are, but I think what was most impressive was we were able to keep them to such a low score, particularly in the first half. 50-odd points is low for a whole game, but I think they'd only kicked one goal in a half, which is incredible work defensively. So that was good, but probably just our connection going inside 50 was a bit off, and I don't know what you thought, but probably skill errors was one of the main things. I think
that was probably the main thing, especially with a team like Geelong. You always try to generate that extra number. If you don't use the ball properly and, make those inside 50s count, then you've got players like Stewart and DeConey who are just going to drop off and mark it. So I felt like we were a little bit sloppy with that stuff, but
sorry, you go. I was just going to ask you about that kick that went back.
We'll ask Linc about that. We actually watched that video footage, and like I was saying in the clip, Linc's just standing there, and Muzz, the forward coach, goes,
"Not moving.
What do you reckon he can do to help you?" I was like, "Get out of the way." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "We'll talk about it." And then after the ball gets kicked and they miss the goal, me and Linc just looked back at each other and we were just like,
"You couldn't have kicked it there if you tried it another 10 times."
I was like this to go for handball, then he kicked the handball, and then I went to kick. I'm getting pushed, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Shot off.
I was like, "If he kicks this, I'm going to run down the trace and go jump into the change room."
Thank goodness it didn't go through.
I know, but even then though, you just got to be able to laugh at those moments. I guess I was just like, Jesus
wouldn't
Christ.
be laughing if we had to come in and lost by 5 points.
No, definitely. I know Fags wouldn't have been laughing, but back in the game though, even Cal, unbelievable for Cal to come back in. Actually was playing a really good game. It was against Richmond when he got concussed.
Yeah, the second half he played really well against Richmond. His aerial contests were amazing in that moment where he went back and kicked that goal was huge, but I think he just attacked the ball and had this real will to win the ball and get it going forward, which was amazing.
Even I think JL said it, he's just like it's funny to say this, obviously we're all footballers, but Cal's just such a really good footballer, can play every position really well, knows his role, and you can just trust him every time. And the same as Dunk's come back in and had a massive impact straight away. Like having him in those last quarter tackles, I think that one on Atkins in the middle was unbelievable.
Yeah, stopped their run probably, and I think he's so good at knowing the opposition and knowing what to do at the right time. He brings that consistency and that defensive effort back to our team. Not that we, were missing it too much when he was out, but he's just elite at that and consistently does it. So that was great. And obviously, disappointing, great win, but to see Ashy go down, we chatted to him after the game, and it's pretty raw then. So he was pretty flat, but he's had such a great year, and you know, he was starting to come out of his shell and fit in really well around the boys, and then to be put into a you know, the rehab group for so long, you know what it's like. It can be a pretty lonely place, so it's sad, but we'll all get around him.
100%.
Sure.
And I think it's, you know, he's got people around the footy club now. J-Lo, our strength and conditioning coach, has dealt with so many ACLs, and he's really, really good. And I worked with him through mine, and same as Eric. So he's got people around him that will support him. And I think, though, the important thing now is for him to, you know, he'll have his surgery some stage this week and then just spend time with his family. And I think that's the most important bit, that everyone just gets around him there. And, you know, when he gets back up to Brisbane, we'll just get around him and make sure that he can do his rehab and feel included as much as we can. So
how did you find the first few days and the initial part of things?
It's kind of weird because they don't actually tell you that you've done the ACL until you get the scans. But like I remember when I got on the table at Gold Coast Blanchie's, our old physio's grabbed my knee and he's pulled it and it just kept going up, and I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't look good. And then obviously you go get the scans and go down to Melbourne, get surgery, and you don't do much for the first couple of days. You just kind of can't walk and can't move around. And the hard thing was watching, obviously there was the start of the season, watching you boys play round 1 and round 2. And then I remember the funny thing was I was trying to come up to Brisbane to get back with yous, and then you boys come down to Melbourne and got caught down in Melbourne. So then I was stuck up in Brisbane by myself while you guys are down in Melbourne. But as I said, the most important thing was probably just having your family around and your friends, and the clubs was awesome for me. And I'm sure they're going to be the exact same for Ashy. So that'll be very good. But on a positive note, though, his little counterpart, Jasper, rising star, and signed a new contract, which is awesome for him. Yeah, extremely exciting. He just goes from strength to strength, Fletch, and he's playing a great role out there alongside Cal on the weekend. He was really solid once again. So to have him around for a little while longer yet is great. And the ceiling is so high for him. Like, who knows where he can get to. He's playing on the wing at the minute, but I feel like with his clean hands and his centre of gravity, he really stays on his feet well. He could transition into one of the premier midfielders in the comp one day. But at the minute he's doing some great stuff out on the wing, and he's just going to keep improving. 100%. All right, we're down to Gold Coast this weekend on Saturday, which will be a good Q clash. I'm looking forward to it. So what do you think are the main things? We know Gold Coast love surrounding the ball and love that contested footy, and I feel like we've had a really good emphasis on that in the last couple of weeks, and I think we won contested possessions on the weekend by 20 odd or something. So we're going to have to get that going again. Yeah, their midfield's really, really solid. They've got some great young players. Witt is one of the best ruckmen in the comp, so that'll be a good battle between him and O. But there's just that rivalry between us and them, and we play them twice a year, the Q Clash. Played them up here and got the chocolates early in the year, but they're definitely games that you set yourself for and really look forward to, and they're going to be they're always hard physical games, so we're ready for that test, I think. 100%. All right, Sammy, are we ready for the questions now, or do you want me to push Sammy, you back again? He's just dug them up. Good to go now. All right, we'll get into these questions, and then I think Linc's coming on after that. Beautiful.
Who's the oldest AFL player?
Who's the oldest AFL player?
Are we saying at Brisbane, or are we saying all time there?
At Brisbane.
Zorko.
Is it Zorks?
Or Zorko or Richie?
Probably Zorks, I think.
33?
Yeah.
The oldest AFL player of all time.
Or Dustin Fletcher.
Was he 40?
He played a lot of footy.
Did he get to 40 or not?
I think.
Nah, he might have been.
He was well up there. Boomer. Yeah. But Zorks for us.
Hey guys, loving the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Just got a quick question. I know you spend a lot of time training and then hanging out with all your mates, and sometimes you get traded. Just wondering, when you come up against opposition players, just like Alex Witherden, who I know is a good mate of yours, do you actually sledge the living suitcase out of him? We sure hope you do.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon that's one of the best things about playing against your old mates that you come up against. But there's that funny bit of footage at half time where they tackled you and landed in your back, and we all got stuck into him.
Just start yelling a bit of gibberish and carrying on. But
he wasn't giving as much back there, was he?
No, it's a little bit. You do sledge a bit, but it's also a little bit awkward at the same time when you're playing on him. I went to tap him and went a bit harder. He thought I was trying to punch him at the start of the game.
We've just got a fire alarm halfway through. This is this question.
Yeah, so a fire alarm test is... No.
Let's go.
Righto, cut.
I thought that was actually a question coming
It's a
through.
bit of rough. I was like, I'm still talking, Sam.
How
Yeah.
long does it take for your post-recovery after a game?
Ooh, do you want to touch on that one, Huey?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we usually do about 20 minutes of a warm down in the kick room or wherever it might be. Have a bit of a shake and not a shake, like a chocolate shake.
Had a Gatorade in the water.
and a stretch and a Gatorade in the water, and then a bit of pizza is usually waiting there in the rooms, Pum. And then what do you go home and smack down a bit more after that, do you? Like,
Yeah, sometimes smack down another pizza when I get
another
home.
shake.
Yeah, another shake on the way home. We do our team meeting, which is usually about 40 minutes after that, and then float home. It's usually the late games are a bit of a bugger because you end up getting home about just before midnight. So
There's some live sport on or something like
I
that.
stayed up and watched the golf the other night, which was good. So, but usually around that time is pretty good. As long as you get your shake in, you're usually pretty good.
Hello, Hugh and Cam. It's Julie here. I watch you every week. I love the program. I'd like to know if both of you or one of you is going to head for a type of Alistair Lynch in the future where you're reporting on games and maybe down on the ground or something like that. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for the question. Thanks for the support. I think Pumba's got more of a future in media than what I do, but not sure what he thinks.
Yeah, I'd give it a go. I reckon it'd be all right.
What would you be, boundary rider, or would you actually commentate the game?
I don't know if I could.
Bit of a volcano.
I reckon the volcano episode. I don't know. I reckon we could do something on the boundary line. Would be pretty fun like that. If Hodgie could do it, then I feel like anyone could do it. So.
Yeah, they don't do too much, do they? And get paid well. So
Yeah, exactly.
Hey lads, evening gentlemen, welcome to Knock Ons. We just thought we'd tell you we love your podcast and we look forward to getting it every week. We love how energetic you are and all their backstories.
Yeah,
good, I
and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
thank you very much.
Let's take the premiership.
Yeah.
Yes,
Awesome.
that's a plan.
That's not much of a question, but thanks for the statement. We appreciate all your support, and we have fun coming up here and doing this. And is that the last question, Sammy?
Yeah,
we're
doing
going to
all
have
we
fun
can
with our next guest who's coming on. So stay
wait.
tuned. We got Linc McCarthy on.
Brisbane Lions members, this one's for you. Join us for members round at the Gabba. Lions v Crows, Saturday, 12th of August from 3 p.m. Hundreds of giveaways are up for grabs. Tickets on sale now or go all in as a member for your chance to win big. Lions.com.au.
Cam, a few of the boys have been telling me how good our show sounded lately.
Well, they're probably listening on Audira headphones. They personalise sound to your unique hearing profile, like 20/20 vision, but for your ears.
So you don't reckon it's just our excellent podcasting skills?
That too. I use mine for calls, music, movies, and of course, listening to our show. They're noise cancelling, Bluetooth enabled, and have 30 hours of battery life.
Brisbane Lions members can claim their exclusive 20% discount on any pair of Audira headphones through their member page.
What's not to love? Join the club today and feel connected with Audira.
Join the Neds AFL Open Group to connect, bet and banter with hundreds of like-minded punters and see expert tips on every AFL game this season. Take it to the Neds level. T's and C's apply. See website for details. What are you really gambling with?
All right, we're joined with our guest on now, Big Linc McCarthy. We've been trying to get him on for a couple of weeks and he was pushing us away, but we got him on now, so thanks for jumping on, mate.
It's a pleasure. Couldn't sleep last night.
You might have to come.
Sorry. Bring it in first time.
It's all right, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
Have you listened to any of the episodes before? Or?
Look, I was actually driving here this morning and I was like, fuck, how do I tell him I haven't listened to a second of the podcast?
Just the snippets?
Not even
Instagram
the
snippets?
I've
You would have seen a few.
like some Insta photos, videos, whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them. We'll go about that on the weekend, mate. That goal, the celebration, everyone's been talking about it. We've got it up at the front. I don't know if that's you, but it's something's come over you. And
It's not me. I don't know what happened there, to be honest.
I love it.
Talk us through it.
Oh, there's a bit of suspense with when the siren went. I thought, all right, I've got to snag this. And then once I'd kicked it, I look around and I saw none of the boys were nearby. I'm going to have to go to the fans and get a high five off the young lad. And I was stoked that it was a young kid actually. And so
You went for a couple.
great moment.
I got one high 10 from the little fella there, and then I thought I'll get a couple more. And then I'll go see you boys.
Were you hearing anything before you kicked it?
I could hear him. I could hear some of the older guys behind him, not old, middle-aged.
Yeah.
I could just hear a bit of banter.
Yeah.
Like they weren't into me, but they were just saying like, "You got this, backing you, you know," all this sort of stuff. Like, "You love this," and then. Yeah, I just sort of knew that they were pretty close, and when I kicked it, I was like, "Oh, I'll get it."
Go get him some. You're practicing that on Tuesday as well.
I
That
was
spot.
putting heaps of them through actually, so I was pretty confident without being arrogant. But I was like, "Oh, this is cool!" Like,
The spot you've been
I
training from,
probably put 25 of these, or had 25 shots.
You put
They
25
They didn't all go through. Hey, come, settle down. But yeah, no, it was nice.
In all seriousness, though, it was pretty important because we wasted a lot of opportunities in that first quarter and felt like we hadn't got that reward. So, yeah, I know personally I was pretty stoked when I saw it sail through. And you're not quite sure with the snaps because the crowd start off, they don't really know, and then it starts bending and then they start lifting up. And when you're setting up in the zone in the middle, you can't really see
where it's going.
Nah, so
you're more
the
watching
crowd.
for the reaction of the person who's kicked it. And when I see him turn around, start clapping, I'm like, that one's a goal.
Sometimes you have to watch it on the big screen. Do you ever do that when you're in the zone?
100%. It's too hard to see.
A bit awkward if it shaved the post.
You've already got the back turn.
Or you stepped over the line and they called it play.
Yeah. Well, it's smart that you actually went back and checked that out, though. You know what I mean? Because like some people would actually just go out and kick it. Like because the new rule is where you put the line down. You can go as far as you want.
Yeah.
Back from that.
Line straight back from the mark. You can go towards the boundary from that point.
As far as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good rule.
I was a little bit worried about the AstroTurf, to be honest.
What, you're going to slip or something?
No disrespect to the Gabba because it's a beautiful place. But where the AstroTurf meets the real turf, there's a little bit of like a elevation.
Yeah, I know. There's like a gap of a.
And I was like, I don't know where to kick this from. Like, do I step onto the grass and then risk the little trip over? That would be very awkward. There'd be no high fives there. So I was a little bit worried about that, but
it was a good moment.
We'll talk about family life at home, mate. You're a very busy man. You got 2 little boys, another one on the way. Lenny and Bo. Lenny's nuts, and we saw him down in the change rooms the other night kicking the footy around. And word was that he put one into Romeo's head, I think, in the kick room. But how's your life at home? I know you're also studying as well, and you got a lot on your plate. So run us through what it's like at home with the 2 boys running around and trying to get everything all at once.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. Lenny's 3.5, Bo's 1.5, so. They're both at pretty busy ages, I guess. But yeah, as you know, I try and bring them around a fair bit with me when I can, and it was nice to get Lenny in the rooms post-game on the weekend. I don't know, there's not too much to report. It's good fun being a dad. I love being a dad. I don't get to see you boys as much as probably I used to in my first couple of years. But
not as much golf.
Definitely not on the golf course as much. Got to try and get the kids in care a little bit more on a Wednesday.
Well, my mum has put her hands up multiple times and said, if you need a babysitter, she'll look after.
I could do it to her. To be honest. She should have noticed that when she met the kids. That it's not an easy day. But
she said that to Taylor, saying, if you ever want to drop them around, you're more than welcome to. And Taylor's like, I don't want to drop them around for your sake, just because it's going to be too hard for you.
Your mum's too nice. But no, it's been good fun. 2 boys and 1 on the way, so interesting to see what's next. But life's pretty full. It's good.
Are we going for you reckon another boy or a little baby girl on the way?
Oh, I have no idea. Obviously, it's a 50-50, but
you'd hope so.
It's a 50-50. I don't know. You can't say. You can't say. It's one of those ones. Yeah, everyone you say you love to have a girl. Oh well.
We'll take what we get.
I can't answer that. I reckon. Forget a boy, the poor little thing.
I could just see you having boys. I could see a big group of boys with you.
All the daddies. How's Lenny's work going?
Yeah, good. He's flat today. He's gone off to daycare today. He came out straight away. I was making a coffee this morning. Dad, I don't want to go to daycare today. I've got to work. So he's 3.5. He thinks that he plays for the Brisbane Lions as well. And every day he's like, got to go to work all day today, Dad.
What do you do?
I said, no, that's all right. We can just go for a little bit, mate. Because he has his little oval down at Morningside. He's got his pocket there. He kicks goals all day, every day, basically. But he said, got to go to work all day today, Dad. I said, rightio, mate. Yeah, but it's all right. I'll be home for dinner.
You go, don't work yourself too much, mate.
Gotta go get sweaty. So
I love how he calls it work.
Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Another thing from Frommy that gets all the boys up about is the cookies. Do you want to give us a little bit of a backstory on the cookies every day before captain's run? And it's unbelievable, mate. And you wonder why everyone's skinnies are popping up by the back end of the year. It's because there's about a kilo of cookies coming in.
Well, try smelling them at home when they're cooking. There's fresh ones.
There's actually 4 bags that are meant to go into the club, and there's only 2 that come in.
Yeah, that midfield gig I've been looking for is just dwindling away at the moment from all these cookies I've been having. Nah, look, to be fair, the cookies have dropped off this year, and it's time we'll get them back.
Get them back,
I
you
don't
reckon?
think we've seen them this year.
Well, you get the Safeway cookies now, and they're just, they're good, but they're not quite the same. No, not at all.
Like we said before, they're not made with love.
No.
They're not. They're generic cookies, aren't they?
It's like a Nike jumper. It's just not the same as the country label.
It's not the same. Point of difference. Come on.
Well, we'll get into the quiz. Huey's won the last 2 after not winning any pretty much for the whole year. He's won the last 2. Yep. So it's very important that you get one back on him here. So, Linc, your name's your buzzer.
Okay.
So, Linc for Buzz, Huey for Buzz.
Linc for Buzz.
Get straight into it. All right, this is a good one. You're running a race and you overtake 3rd. What position are you now?
Clug. 3rd.
Bang. Well done.
You just got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, like, you got to be
I
on.
didn't even have the right answer then. That was good.
All right.
2nd.
What way are you going? You're taking the other way?
All right, there's 2 big movies that have come out recently, Oppenheimer and Barbie. We both obviously would have heard about them.
Yes.
Yep. They're both...
Not the first one. What was the other one?
Oppenheimer. Have you not heard about that? It's about the bomb. No. Really, really good. Getting good ratings. They've both come out this week, opening weekend. Which movies grossed higher?
Linc.
Yep.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Well done, Linc.
Good call.
Barbie's taken off huge.
Well, you got the kids and the adults for Barbie.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's
You're not
really
not sold.
kids
Oh,
not
really?
a kids movie.
PG though, I saw.
Yeah, I know, but there's just a little bit in there where it's like,
Ooh,
I don't know if I'm
pushes
taking,
the pushes the
I'm
line.
not taking Lenny there. Like I'm not
Ken
taking
and Barbie.
Yeah. All right, settled down. This is a multiple choice question, but I think you'll be able to just get it off the top.
Righto.
Which 2 AFL clubs have won the most premierships?
Clug.
Yep.
Hawthorn.
No.
Linc.
Yeah.
Carlton.
Yes, is one.
Geelong.
No.
Can I get a half a point?
I'll give you half a point each.
Oh,
Or I can give you the other one if he gets it wrong.
Carlton and Collingwood.
No.
Just give me a sec. Essendon.
Yes, there it is.
Really?
Bang. Carl and Essendon both got 16 each.
Oh, goodness
So
me.
this is Linc up to one on the clock. Wait, what's wrong?
Don't worry.
You want to?
Nah, I'm not disputing. It's all good. No. How many? What are we up to?
2, 1.
Righto.
All right. How many touches did JL have on the weekend?
Clug.
Yes.
31.
Linc.
34.
No.
29.
No. Closer to 31.
Linc.
Well, this is
32.
ridiculous.
Linc's got the win, baby. I can give you the chance for a little one at the end. I've just added this one in, but bad
question,
is
by the way.
who do the Matildas play their first game of the World
Clug.
Cup? Yep.
Ireland.
Yes, there it is.
That's a real question.
Did you say who did that?
Yeah.
I would have had that.
That's a real
You would have had that
question.
anyway, so it would have been 4-1. Thanks very much for jumping on, Linc. We appreciate you taking time out this morning. We know you got the
Busy schedule for
you've got the presser on as well, so you're gonna get big peppered
Why
questions.
all this media?
I don't know.
One high five and look out.
You're the man of man in Brisbane at the moment. So we got get down to Heritage Bank this weekend for our game against Gold Coast, the Q Clash. And Huey, we're closing in on 3,000 subscribers. So
look out.
If you haven't subscribed to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, get on and we'll bring plenty more episodes and some good content coming to the back end of the year. So thanks very much, Daddy.
Thanks, Linc.
Lovely. Thank you, guys.